Jenkinson, and it's great to be reading for the home place from my own home place. Today I'm going to be reading from my new collection of short stories, Lifestyle Choice 10 milligrams by Doire Press. And I'm going to be reading the very first story from the collection, Millennial Woman, even though I'm more of a Generation X woman myself. It's 4:20. I'm composing a list while pretending to work. Suntan lotion, shampoo, condoms. My boss glances over, sensing I'm not doing what I should be doing. He has this sign behind his desk, obstacles or opportunities. I'm sure the world does seem pretty opportune when you're on 50 grand a year as he is. The office clock clicks round to 5. Yes! And I'm out of here. Tomorrow I'm off on holiday to Greece for 1 whole week. Sun, sea and souvlaki. Send us a postcard, my boss calls. Sure thing, I call back, but naturally I won't. The one thing not to do while the head of a handsome Greek rests between my legs is to remember that work even exists. I feel so light when I go out onto the street. I swear if a flash mob started dancing I'd even join in. I glance at the shop windows on Royal Avenue as I pass. I could do with a couple of nice t-shirts to take. It's always my habit to look at the clothes on the main mannequins, as men always get to wear the most comfortable threads. Loose clothes are best for the heat. At least my ex Jake left me with a few t-shirts which I can wear. If I do get a holiday romance, it will hopefully feel like Jake is there witnessing it and feeling heartbroken. I don't have time to shop anyway, as I have to meet my housemate Ryan and Kelly Sellers. "I've something to tell you," he said. I really hope whatever it is doesn't involve him moving out. When Jake left, I was lucky to find such a nice guy to share the rent. Like me, Ryan was seeking refuge from a broken relationship, so it was great to swap sob stories over wine. We've drunk so many bottles together, they've had to open a new recycling bank down our road. He's sitting outside Kelly Sellers with a glass of wine bigger than a goldfish bowl, looking super hip in his mirror glass shades. He really loves a mirror, does Ryan. I'd like to kiss him myself, but the fact he's been seeing quite a few girls in the rebound has put me off. I go through to the bar. My stomach's rumbling, so I order Guinness, as it's practically a meal in itself. I might move on to wine after by way of dessert, but I'll wait and see what news Ryan has for me first. There's a diddly-dee session playing in the corner. Diddly-don't. Pint in hand, I go back outside to join Ryan. He takes his sunglasses off, so I'm guessing it's very serious. "Do you know Donna?" he asks. She's the girl he's been on and off with over the past couple of months. She's pregnant. "Oh my God," I say. "Exactly." His face is a picture of misery. Me, a dad. Can you believe it? I tell him to breathe. I think of my condoms again and vow to double check later they're in my suitcase. It doesn't really matter if I forget the suntan lotion, as my new Greek man and I will probably spend the whole time in bars. A tear rolls out of the corner of his eye and I hug him. Donna, of all people. No offence, but I'm thinking Donna kebab every time I see her. I don't even love Donna. I love Kate. Kate is his ex. She's beautiful, and the only reason he left her was because she was pressuring him to start a family. It's incredibly ironic, but I don't dare mention that. I might have to move in with Donna, he says, but I tell him from a totally selfish viewpoint he should see how it goes first. He clearly needs more drink, so I suggest moving on to the Clothier. I mean, I like Kelly Sellers. There's great history. Henry Joy McCracken once hid under the table there, but the trouble is half the clientele end up under the table. It's just not classy enough. End of. I don't like being a snob, but for God's sake, I'm 29. My friends are now doing pre-theatre and buying paintings that aren't even from IKEA. I really have to start upping my game. That way, even if I still fail in life, at least failure will be something I've achieved rather than something I've just let happen to me. At the Clothier, we start sculling shots. I notice there are quite a lot of nice men around, but I look away when they glance over. Besides, I woke up this morning with psychotic hair. One side was flat and the other stuck out, so I'm not feeling so confident. Or perhaps it's just since Jake that I've lost my confidence with men. That's what he left me with, as well as the t-shirts. Maybe it all stems from my childhood, when I had a poster on my wall that said, "Monday's child is fair of face," and I believed it wholeheartedly until I later found out that my mum had got it wrong and I was born on a Thursday. The shots are definitely working though. Ryan is eyeing up a dyed blonde in her mid-40s and asks what I think of her. Great. At least you probably wouldn't get her pregnant, I go. And he laughs. That's what I like about you, he says, slapping me on the back. You can do the whole sympathy thing and you can still rip the piss out of me like one of the lads. I'm not sure being one of the lads is what I'm after, but I know what he means. He's far better at flirting than I am. He works as a forklift driver, so I suppose it fits that he can be a pickup merchant too. Transferable skills, they're called. I really should be going home to pack as it's an early flight, but I'm standing there with a drink in each hand. Irish handcuffs, they call them. And it means I haven't a prayer of leaving early. At the bar, I meet a businessman who is as crisp and dapper as the banknotes in his wallet, and he buys me another drink. I tell him I'm going to Patmos in the morning. Patmos? It even sounds Irish. I say, and after yet another drink, I'm half blocked. It's 11 and I've really got to go, or I'm not going anywhere in the morning except the bathroom. I look around for Ryan. He's chatting to the hopefully infertile blonde, so I'm quite happy to leave him behind. It's raining now, a low-level, bone-bedrenching mizzle. I can hear it on the leaves over a kind of alcohol buzz in my head. As I begin to trek up the Lisburn Road, I can smell the kebab houses, fleetingly reminding me of Donna. I'm ravenous. I'm about to duck into one when I hear a voice beside me. Hi, had a good night? The voice belongs to a smoking hot guy in his early 20s with a sexy floppy fringe. Not that floppy is a good adjective when it comes to a man, but he looks fit in the body. Of course it's wet and my eyes are a tad blurry, but he seems nice. It'd be a great country with a roof, he quips. We pass a group of girls with their light jackets draped over their heads, joyously singing, "Hallelujah, it's raining men." We both laugh. He's an economics student at Queen's, walking up to the Malone Road where he lives with his parents. "Do you often bring home men you meet on the street?" he asks cheekily. "Hardly ever. But I could always make an exception. Who knows?" "Oh," he says, wide-eyed. I'm loving the delicious tension between us. He looks a bit like a young Michael Fassbender. Michael Assbender. Of course, I know it's about to stop when I get to my house. I have yet to pack. Being such a last-minuter is something I have to eradicate from my behaviour if I really want to succeed in life. But I'm in holiday mode, and it's like the holiday starts here. "Shouldn't you be hurrying home to study?" I tease. "No way," he says. "It's only my first year." "How old are you?" 19. 19? So how old are you? He asks. 7. Yeah, right. Officially I am. I was born on February the 29th, which means I only have a birthday once every 4 years. See? Told you I was 7. You're crazy, he laughs. At the foot of my street I stop and I'm about to kiss him goodbye, but it turns into a kiss of hello and come on. And I know it's right, as it's time I moved on from Jake. I'm a millennial woman. I'm not meant to get strung out on just one person. "Come on up to my room," I whisper as we go in the front door. "Why are you whispering? Is someone here?" "No one." I'm feeling like a dope, as if I'm whispering for the benefit of Jake, who's been gone 3 months. Up in my room, my wash bag is lying in an oval-mouthed O of reproach. The suitcase is sitting wide open and empty. "See, no baggage, I joke, but he doesn't get it. He laughs at my heavy duvets. "It's like you sleep in a padded envelope." The bright light makes me realise I'm still buzzing off my bubble with drink. We make it to the bed and I start kissing him. Our hair is wet. The back of his head feels like a washed peach. He smells so fresh. We start taking off our clothes and, well, he has a sculptured perfect body. I'm pretty good too, though I'm a bit slim in the breast region, and when my weight's down, I do have the look of a starved whippet. I remember suddenly how Jake didn't appreciate my self-deprecating humour, and I think, sod him. I'm in this clinch on the bed and I have these wild, ludicrous visions of taking a selfie right now and putting it on Instagram. He slides over me. The head of his penis is as round as a pink rosebud touched by the dew. I'm guiding him in when I suddenly stop, tapping his shoulder like a wrestler. Wait. What? His eyes are already trance-like. I open my bedside drawer. Quick, 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 I'm telling myself, as time is of the essence in these operations or you're back to square one. I finally find the box and take out a condom. Here, put one on. He rolls the condoms between his fingers before briefly blowing into it, making it rise like a chewing gum bubble. I have no idea what he's doing. He's either checking for punctures or trying to expand it so it fits him better. His hands are febrile with drink and desire, but somehow he manages to slip it on. I close my eyes as his flesh merges with mine. It's almost too quick when he pulls away from me. Maybe it's true that the best things last the least, but even so, this was fast. The sensation of him quickly ebbs from my body as his head rolls back onto the pillow and his breathing starts to slow. I feel something wet on my inner thigh. Without even looking, I know it's the condom. My hand reaches out and peels it off. "I better go," he says, springing up off the bed. "See," I say lightly. I knew you had to rush home to study. As I watch him get dressed, the pregnancy paranoia starts to set in. I get out of bed, pull on my dressing gown and stand at my door to wait for him. It's on my mind to talk about the condom, but it doesn't seem the right time for the sharp reality of it. Besides, he's so young I'll have to deal with this on my own. On his way out he stumbles over my suitcase, which is lying there like some kind of giant man-trap. "It's for my trip to Greece," I explain. "Nearly went on a trip there myself," he grins. We go down the stairs and I open the front door. It's that awkward moment where all these platitudes like "nice to meet you" are running through my head and we end up staring at each other clueless. Just as we're standing there, a rotund woman comes up. "Is Ryan in?" "No, sorry, he's not." "Oh God, it's Donna." I waffle something about him having a couple of drinks with the lads. She doesn't look very happy. She once told Ryan she thought I was sensible. I imagine she's now thinking I'm a terrible influence on Ryan, bringing young lads back at all hours. "Good night," the guy says, giving me a passionate kiss on the lips. "Bye now, take care," I say casually, as if he's a relative who just popped round for a late night cocoa. "Do you know where Ryan would be?" Donna asks. "No," I say, though I've a good idea who he's with. Even worse, they could be on their way here right now, so I'd better put Donna off sharpish. Maybe he's gone clubbing. "Just tell him we need to talk," she says ominously and bounds off into the drizzling dark. I go back up to my room. I can't believe it. There's Ryan about to be a dad and I'm potentially pregnant myself to a guy whose name I don't even know. I mean, I've always liked the idea of having kids and I am genetically pretty good material and lack of breasts aren't important at all. Especially if I give birth to a son, but I mustn't have a kid to a total stranger. No, this can't happen at all. I need a morning after pill urgently, but I'm off to Greece tomorrow and I'm betting the boots at the airport is nothing stronger than 50 shades of suntan lotion. Panicking, I rummage in the top drawer for some old contraceptive pill. Microgynon 30. I went on it when I was with Jake, but I stopped as I hated putting chemicals into me. I take one, wondering if it will work if I start the course tonight. I'm not sure. All I know is I'm terrified of being pregnant. I take another, then another, and another, and another. Fuck's sake! I've already overdosed. What am I doing? I quickly look up microgynon overdose on Google. There's no info anywhere. Obviously, I am the only person crazy enough in the world to take 5. I've just flooded myself with estrogen. At least I certainly won't be having a baby now. Perhaps not ever. Perhaps I will produce loads of testosterone just to counteract it and I'll turn into a man. I quickly put a lid on the paranoia. Jesus. On the bright side, I feel sobered up. I'm leaving on holiday in 4 hours. As I'm still up, I book a taxi. I start packing my case. Jake's t-shirts are about to go in, but something makes me hesitate. I decide to leave them out. A flush of nausea waves over me. It must be the microgynon. I imagine having to call an ambulance. I always thought I'd die comically, maybe from an unwashed grape, like your woman said in A Streetcar Named Desire, or drinking from a beer can that a rat peed on, but this is beyond belief. I calm down and get into bed. Breathe, I tell myself. Tomorrow I will be on a sunny Greek island. It's way too expensive and my credit card's maxed out to the hilt. No matter, it's cheaper than therapy. I've just turned the lamp off when it hits me. I've forgotten to pack the condoms.